morning, hello everyone. I'm repeating that because it just said the microphone went live. Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Okay, so we are starting off the pause screen that was at the end of the last video. So we're just picking right up where we left off because even though it's 5 a.m. and I haven't slept, the story's too good. This is good. So, talk to the widow. Okay, I finally reached the stairs of the first floor of the room. Says, okay, Sanders. The widow didn't tell me everything about her house. Wait a minute, it's acting like he already talked to the widow. He hasn't talked to the widow yet.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Alright, let's go.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
That's because you got attacked by a giant squid dude. Okay, so, we're just gonna go out this way. Alright. Chapter 6 begins. Pierce, Claudine, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders and Art. Why would they make such a huge error like they did? Did you see that? If we kept reading that, if you went back and paused, we would know exactly what's going to happen. That's not cool. I apologize for any out of breath stuff or anything like that. I'm really sick. At this point that this video is being made, I'll be better when I'm hopefully someday. Oh, I forgot Enter Madness. I'm trying to come up with good titles for each of these chapters. I just don't know what. If you have any ideas, if you think that what I went with was a little too limited, remember I have to type it in on the PS4 pad, but let me know. Comment down below, like, please, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'm have a lot more review videos coming out as soon as I get a little healthier, but I might still keep pumping out at least 1 or 2 a day. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do it. Okay, here we go.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
Plot thickens.
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker.
This guy, do you see his...
This way, Mr. Pierce.
He's huge.
And do
He
make
picked
yourself
her up
comfortable.
and body slam.
It would seem that you have much to tell me.
He's served in war, too. He knows how to fight and kill, so what...
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
I'm gonna tell her the truth. You take it.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind.
Okay.
I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes?
It's
Did
really
you not do
bothering me
anything
that
to
that
help him?
thing around her neck is uneven.
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on.
Remember,
The Shambler is a painting
pictures,
by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to
Sculptures.
paint such horrors? Take a look for
horrors
yourself,
that drove
if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
I could have asked about Cat, but I didn't. I'm going to investigate this.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
I'm already in reconstruction mode here. Here we go. Alright, here we go. We're gonna look for a okay.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Where is the Shambler?
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Okay, so we're working backward.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Ah, poor guy.
Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Yeah, clearly. Fear. I don't even have to be a detective to tell. That's fear. What? It's not letting me. Oh, don't you glitch on me. Don't you go heavy rain on me. Okay, let's see. What if I go out here? No.
A house of artists. A house of artists.
Yes, we get it. We heard you the first time. And the second time. Okay, so from this angle... Wow. Why do I not see her? Why can I not activate her? Examine the wait a minute. What was that? The Shambler is what I need to be examining. There we go. That's it. I've clearly not concluded my... Wait a minute. It looks almost like it's some sort of portal. That would make sense. Come on, there we go.
She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
Now. Ah! Oh boy, here we go. Oh,
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Okay. But first, let's look at that. Oh, look what we got. Medicine of regression upgrade. Hey, I say we rob this house blind. Okay, let's see. Oh, really? What do you have in here? Ah. Players reacted to your shared content. Okay, we've checked everything here. Look, it's all, and that's just like he described in his books.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
A phonograph, okay. I think I saw a phonograph right here.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes.
Cthulhu. Nicht fragen, they do la wagen.
I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Oh, man.
Cursed gallery. Those accursed paintings, that accursed Sarah.
Already listened to it.
Irene,
Okay.
I made a mistake.
Also, I listened to it again.
I fear that it might be too
They
late.
screw with her head.
Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage.
I love the red walls, man. It's twisted. Wonder where Kat is. The 100-pound girl that can destroy this dude that's totally huge. And a war veteran. And
I could use one of those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that sleeping pill. And we'll take
A
that.
strange Amerindian pendant. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
The volume spends some time on Reverend. His wife sources her words about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their visions and messengers sent by God. She's scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. Ah, Roanoke. Interesting.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the shambler. Okay, well, she at least, it wasn't like she tried to kill him. Anything down here? Key to the Sanders Gallery. Before I even bother to talk to her, I want to make sure I've got everything I need. Okay. Hey, more medical. We're growing stronger. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Would you read the book? Read the book. Whoa, it's caps like monsters, unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe they exist. Oh, wait. My sanity just took a hit. Okay.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
It's got nothing to do with you, Baker. At least I hope not.
Bravado. And a threat. In the same sentence. I appreciate the effort, Detective. But watch your tongue.
I've had enough of her.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
What I know does not concern you, Detective.
Exactly. Here we go, get ready to fight. Hold on. It's gonna be something ridiculous though, because it's made by
I'm afraid that I must insist. I'm already trying to convince myself that you have nothing to do with my investigation. So help me stick to this assumption, or I'll have to treat you as a suspect.
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network, and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Hey,
Not
listen.
now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Just checking for hidden things. Here we go. Oh wait a minute. I better check my sanity. Shaken. Okay. So not completely insane yet. Okay. We should probably go over here. Oh, what am I doing? What in the world? Apparently there's gonna be a need to hide eventually. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay. Whoa, okay. Check that out. Okay. Alrighty, what do we have here? Whoa, okay. Alrighty then. Whoa. Twisted. Twisted. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? It's
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
okay. Yeah, but I'm looking for the creepy stuff. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so we have all this. Sorry folks, but this is an investigation type game. Filling up that tank. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna check everything that we can check. There we go.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Looking perhaps for something that could defeat an ancient evil, perhaps. We don't need to go in there. Okay, so let's get to it. We know why we're here. Yes. First off, here we go. I knew there was gonna be a reason I died. Of course, he'll have a pain. No, no, no. You don't want to go backwards. Okay, this is okay. Yes, yeah. Time to get some of those weapons are really good. Dude, no. Hide better. Whoa, it's like Doom 3. Well, it looks like one of the vampires from, what was that movie? Preacher? No, Preacher? No. Priest. Where the vampires look more like those things.
What the hell?
Okay. Oh, we've got 4 CP available, so let's go to occultism. Okay, okay. And increase my charm. I shall go ahead and take one away from there. Remove from there. There we go. So we can say we've maxed out investigation. Okay. Okay, so we validated it.
What's that?
Okay, there's only one option. Get the hell out of here. Okay. Where is it? Where'd that thing go? Where is that? You got me.
I can't even touch it.
I'm screwed. Okay, they just took it from a constant 6 and weird. That one. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. We'll be a little more. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Wow. Hey. Skip. Let's just get to this horrific. Okay, first things first, going to assign these points again. Oh, okay, make sure that gets done. And eloquence, we'll add some eloquence to his skills. Okay, let's take a quick look at what we're dealing with. Okay. Inventory. Knowledge. Okay, just trying to try to clear this up. This would be something I would edit out normally, but I'm not. Okay, well, we do need to check his sanity. Where's his sanity at? Is he completely flipped out? Like I am?
What the hell was that?
Seriously, what the hell was that? Don't move. Should I move? Oh shit, yeah. Run! I hit and run. I'm holding down run. Where the hell is that pilot? Is this thing still right by me or okay, now he's gonna have a panic attack though. How did it still find me? Why can't I fight back at all? Okay, that's okay. 5 a.m. Well, 5:30 a.m. Okay, you know what? We're gonna let it end with that absolutely horrific ending, and we'll pick up from that point because I want to get some sleep, and that got my adrenaline going. I mean, that's why I was playing this game, is to chill out. Holy crap! It's like if Bob Ross turned into frickin' Pennywise instantly. Holy dang! It's like out of Doom combined with man. Whoa, great! I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it. It's been so long since I've had a genuine good jump scare. Alright, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so very much. Please leave a like, a comment if you can. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe. Please check out the playlist. You'll find mini games and lots of reviews and things like that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Which, of course, I'll figure out a way to sneak by them. It's going to be carefully edited. But at least I show you my fails on this one.